Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have decided to do a get ready with me using, you voted on my Instagram stories as well as a couple of you did pipe in on here, but the one that won out the most was the Nude Medium by Huda. I do have the medium and the rich. Sorry, I'm battling allergies right now. Not only do I have a cold, but Willow's been like having some issues when it comes to being an indoor cat and having to adjust with that and hairballs and things like that. So it's adjustment for all of us. And so I'm trying to brush her a lot more often than I ever did before. And I'm allergic, like the dander underneath, I am allergic. So I need to, before I touch my face, I have to like wash my hands, all that stuff. So I brushed her, I washed my face, washed my hands, and now I'm sitting down with this. So I did pick this up at Sephora, and they have three different ones. They have a light, a medium, and a rich palette. Like I said, I brought the last two, the medium and the rich palette, because I felt like the light palette, I have many colors just like the one, very similar. I could probably dupe, is what I'm trying to say, with colors I have currently in my collection. So I've already washed my face. I put toner on. I have put my my lotion and my eye cream on probably about half hour ago, so it's nice and dry. But what I still like to do is shake this up really good. Now, I don't recommend the scent. I'm a cucumber lover and I hate the smell of this. This is Wet n Wild's Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. So I use this to spray on my face before and afterwards. I prefer the MAC Fix Plus, but I've run out, so. And as per usual, oh, that feels so good when you got allergies, like it's nice and cool. As per usual, I don't edit, so this will be unedited, so it could be quite long, so grab yourself a snack. And what I'm doing is, this isn't, like, it's getting on to be about 2 months old, and I find this particular mascara, this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in the Blackest Black formula. I find that after about 2 months, it gets really dry. And I'm doing this because, yeah, so many things to say. Because I find that when I do this or stick it, like Emily Noel, I watched her video. If you're a woman and you got a bra, you stick it in your bra or somewhere around your, like if you're wearing yoga pants, put it around elastic waist, because it keeps the warmth of your body temperature. So it kind of loosens up the formula, if you will, makes it just a little bit nicer. Anyway, I'll tell you one time, for the first time I use that brush, likely which brushes I'm using for what. But I will say that in between, if I use the brush for this, like a different color, I always use my Sephora by Veramona, the color switch. And these brushes have been lightly used in the, like I cleaned them last week, and I don't wear makeup every day. So I feel like I'm not one of the gurus that, you know, you're wearing like heavy duty makeup. So I'll wash my brushes, like deep clean wash them. I don't spot clean. So I deep clean wash them, about once every 2 to 3 weeks. So like I say, cause I'm not working right now, I'm really only putting makeup on to basically do videos for you guys. So I'm odd, and I always have to put my mascara on first. So here we go. I'm using this as a mirror too. So yeah, it's been 2 months since Nelson and I moved out here on the East Coast in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it's been great. And if you guys have been watching my videos lately, you'll know that Nelson is away on the West Coast, of course, on the West Coast on a course where we came from. And this course he's been trying to get on for the last 4 years and just never got on the course. And then he moves out here to the East Coast, and all of a sudden they're like, well, our first couple days of work for him, they're like, yeah, so we got you on that course. By the way, it moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. So that was fun. So now he's gone for 5 weeks. So it's just little Miss Willow here and he gave me his cold before he left too. I was like, aren't you sweet? But it's not too bad. Right now it's mostly allergies. Like truly it's mostly allergies. The reason why I put this is a Tarte lash curler. I really do like their lash curlers. If I can, I might get the one again this year, because I find that it comes with two of these little rubber mechanisms when you buy them, like the one that's on the mechanism itself, and then they always have a backup, and I find they last about 6 months each. So I get a good full year, if not a little bit more, from these lash curlers. So I might get a new lash curler come like closer to Christmas or something. But yeah, so the reason why I put mascara on first, because I'm really messy with mascara and I have no mirror today, so this is fun. I guess I could use the Huda Beauty one, or Huda Beauty one here. Okay, I'm not doing so bad for not having a, not being able to see. It's a little messy. It's just starting to clump, this mascara. And the reason is I'm messy to put mascara on, and no matter how careful I am, I've tried putting my shadow on. I like to put my shadows on before I do my face. That's how I roll. Everyone's different. But I find that when I did not put my mascara on and I did the eyeshadow first, then put the mascara on, I always got it all over my shadow look. So I was like, can't do that. So I got a little bit, should be fine. Just let that dry a little bit. So today, like I said, we're going to be using this nude medium palette from Huda Beauty, and I'll show you all the products I'm going to use. My tried, tested, true. Thanks, Ramona, for finding me the, excuse me, hiccups, the brightener. I can't find the brightener here in Canada anywhere. I was looking on the West Coast before I left. I've been looking here. I can't find it. I might have to, if I, I'm not going to ask Ramona to do this just because she was coming out here. I was like, oh, can you grab me a couple? But there is some new Revlon, I think, concealers that I might work as well. This is in light and the other one's in brightener. And then I'm going to show you this Makeup Forever, what do they call this? The Matte Velvet Skin. My color is an R230. I'm also a good match for 260 as well. This one's more of a light. I chose this one because winter is coming, but come summer, I will likely be the 260. I've got my NYX. This is the taupe high definition blush in taupe that I use to carve, like just to put in a little bit here to give a little more depth. And then one of my hauls that I made and posted just recently is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is her powder bronzer in Tawny. I got this one on a super sale. This one is great color. I think for me it'll be, I just swiped it once with my finger to get a swatch, but other than that, this will be the first time using it. This was $14.99 for me at Winners here in Halifax, and retail that's like $39 or $38. Again, another tried, tested, and true Mary Luminizer for highlight. I got a Wet n Wild, one of my favorites. I'm about to hit pan, like it's any day now. The Wet n Wild Color Icon Rosé Champagne. This is actually, it could be probably your highlight and your blush all in one if you don't like a Bam highlight, but of course I like a Bam one, so because it's just got a little bit of shimmer, but I'll show them as I use each one. And for lips today, we've got Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. I just picked this up, as well as Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. And I thought I'd pull out the Dolly Buxom Dolly lip gloss because you guys know me with lip gloss. And I have a couple other products to share with you as well. So now that that's had some time, mascara is always so much fun. I'm going to prime my eyes. There's so much. That's another thing I gotta talk to you guys about. I've never lived, well, no, I shouldn't say that. In college, I lived in apartments or condos or whatever. But even when in college, I never recall it being so noisy. This is a cement building, so it's not wooden. So wooden would actually be even far worse for noise had we bought a wooden framed condo. But the people upstairs have a big dog, which is fine. He likes to chew bones and drop them. They have hardwood floors upstairs, and yay, which is fine. And then apparently someone really likes to work out upstairs. At first I thought they were having sex a lot, and then I realized no, I think they're working out on a trampoline or something. Like it's like a jumping movement. It's like a bouncing movement, so which is why I thought they were having sex at first. Sorry, I'm not trying to offend any young ears, but just being real. But no, I think they like to work out. And then the people across, oh my gosh. Okay, so when the day the movers came with their stuff, so we had unload day, That's it. And then the next day was unpack day. The unpack day was the day before my birthday, August 23rd. The unload day was the day before that, which was August 21st. So the guys come with the moving truck with all of our stuff on it. They've come up here. They've rolled out the carpets and done everything they're supposed to. They're prepping themselves to get ready to start bringing up all the furniture and the boxes and that. And, oh yeah, sorry. Milani eyeshadow primer. Emily Noel talks about that all the time. And anyway, so Nelson's down there, we're talking with them, and I'm upstairs, and like the first, they're rolling out the carpets, the door's been ajarred now because they're getting ready, right? Then the people next door, people across the hallway from us, I don't know, I guess they're of a culture that it's okay. And I could have been mean. Had we had furniture, I've been like, no, get out, please, thank you. But the mom and then the daughter and the son saw that the door was ajar. I'm standing right there. Like, oh, can we see, like in their broken English, can we see inside? I'm like, sure. I said the furniture's on its way up, so okay. And she walks in and she's like, oh, it's so big. It's so big. I'm like, okay. Like they literally spent like 5 minutes in here going from room to room to room, just looking, never talked to me, nothing other than asking if it was okay. I'm going to be applying Wet n Wild's Brulee with ColourPop's E2 or Echo 2 big fluffy brush, which I'll be using quite a bit in this get ready with me. Anyway, so they come up, they do their thing, and I was like, okay, all right. Like, sure, I'm friendly, but as soon as my furniture comes in, unless I like say, hey, come on over, you can not come over again. Like, it was just weird. And also too, like the etiquette, like there's etiquette with elevators. And they have, it's funny because I'm taking psychology, I know. So there's signs in the elevators along the building saying to pet owners, because this is a pet friendly building, which is lovely. I love the breeds of dogs are just gorgeous. And there's so many big dogs here. And I love big dogs. They're just big teddy bears. Oops, sorry. So anyway, there's signs all over the condo stating when you're getting into the elevator, like say if you're on the ground level, just walked your dog and you want to come into the lobby, jump in the elevator, go up to whatever floor you are. If the elevator door opens and there are people inside, please ask if anyone needs to exit the elevator before you allow your pets on and you as well to go up. Or, just down for that matter, because it can get really congested and dogs get pretty happy and stuff. They don't do that for children. And the people across the hallway, I've already had, now it happened once, I didn't say anything. It happened again, and I said, could you please ask your children to wait for us to get out? Because, and I am a nice person, but we literally almost didn't get off our elevator in the spot that we wanted to get to because she just lets her kids run. I feel for them too. Like I feel for the kids being trapped in a place like a condo with probably like no friends except for themselves. I see the little boy jumping rope outside in the front. I mean, this is a nice building, but I mean, it's mostly adults, right? And the little girl is down the lobby coloring or whatever, just to get out of, give their parents some space, I guess. I mean, I feel for them, I really do, but at the same time, I'm like, come on. Anyway, that was a pet peeve. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the Nude Medium palette from Huda Beauty, which won the thing here. What am I going to use for transition shade? I think I'm going to use this one right up at the top. I'm going to call this number 1 because it's the first one on the top left. I have hooded eyes, hooded. Totally different spelling. I have hooded eyes, but so I have to kind of apply over the crease and up a little bit. Oh, it's gonna be nice. Oh, I can already tell. It's the first time I've actually used these shadows. I just hauled them the other day. I just posted the video yesterday. I swatched one color in the Rich palette and that was it. So I'm just gonna go in with this fluffy brush again. It's the same brush I used for the Wet n Wild's Brulee. So I kind of have to sweep up and out to give myself an effect that my eyes are lifted. Because when I stare at the screen, I have hooded eyes. I don't have a lot of eyelid real estate to put wonderful colors that will show when I open my eyes. So we kind of have to lift things up a little bit. And I watch lots of beauty gurus and things like that to get their ideas and things. So I really do appreciate watching it. I'm actually, in the last year, I feel like I've stepped up my game a little bit when it comes to makeup. And I've been here now since being here and not working right now. I feel like for my videos with you guys, I can be a little bit more experimental. Like I can do things I probably wouldn't do in a workplace, just because it might be a bit bold, you know, and we don't go out very much. Like we don't go crazy partying or anything like that. So yeah, so I love it. That's the great thing about YouTube. So just double check here. Okay, all right, we're good. So that was that top one there. So I'm just gonna do a little switcheroo here. Put that one to the side. Then I'm gonna use, the next brush I'm gonna use is ColourPop's E1, which is where this one's really, really fluffy and big and bold. This one's more of a tapered brush. Stupid cold. And these are on ColourPop website. I bought their full set of brushes, face brushes. You'll see a couple, 1, 2, I can't remember. I have a bunch of them, but I mostly like their eye brushes. They're pretty good. Yeah, I really do like them. I think they're good quality for not too much money. I am going to deepen it with this color over here. I'm going to call it number 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we start with that one. We're going to move on to this one. And I'm just going to tap it on, tapping off the excess. And I'm going to just really stuff it into the socket of my eye, lifting it a little bit, just to deepen it a bit, because I love these colors, because my eye color, it can change between blue and green. So these types of colors do really, really well for me. So, and oh my gosh, anybody here, I mean, there might not be that many of you guys. I don't even think this is going to be that popular of a video. Most of you guys are here for wax, but my other passion is makeup. But Tati Beauty is coming out with her eyeshadow collection. Oh my God, they look so good. I am like, I want it so bad. It's $45 US. It's going on sale tomorrow, which is Friday. Not sure, this video might come up, be put up Saturday or something. Like, I'm not quite sure what day it is yet that I'm going to be putting this up. And I'm sure it'll sell out super fast. I probably won't be buying it right away, because I also want to know how much her shipping is going to cost to places like Canada, to internationally, because it makes a big difference. Half the time I end up buying something and the cost to ship it costs as much, if not more, than the actual item itself. So, and I mean, she's worth it. I really do enjoy Tati. I enjoy James. I enjoy when he's on, her husband's on, her stepson, you know, Taylor. I think it's great. I've been following her. She's one of the beauty people I've been following for many, many years. Sorry about my nose. I think today we're going to go on to the very bottom shade right here. That's what I'm going to put right in the center. I'm actually going to use my finger, and then we're going to use something else and I might have to put it on again in a moment, but we're going to do this one here. That's pretty nice. Woo. I just find these glittery shadows just apply much better with a finger than with a brush. Like, I mean, you can pack it. I mean, you can do the glitter glue, and that's totally good. Yeah, totally fine. I'm like a total junkie. I'm rubbing on my pants. I didn't bring a towel. Go figure. All right. But yeah, so you could use a glitter glue in that. I just didn't do that today. But let's see here. Really enjoying this. I might still put a little bit more on because there's one other step. I mean, everyone, how they do their makeup is totally different, and that is very cool. So rubbing on my pants, my yoga pants. I'm going to take this. It's a Real Techniques. It is a Real Techniques. They call it the base shadow brush, but it's quite fluffy. And I use this to put on like a deeper color. So we're going to go in with the number 6 color, as I'm going to call it. And I'm just going to put this in out on the edges here and blend it in a little bit as well. It's just going up a little bit. I'm going up. I don't want to go out that far. I want to more or less go up and just pull the color in my eyes up a little bit. Sorry, I'm not good at this. So it's Nelson's birthday Saturday, the 26th. So I don't get to see him on his birthday, which kind of sucks. But he's got some family out on the island, and it sounds like they're all going to get together. On the island, I say that, but it's Vancouver Island, where he's at right now. And it sounds like they're all going to get together probably for a dinner or something, which is great. And his aunt and uncle are out visiting from Toronto, which just by chance has worked out perfectly. So that's going to be it for right now, but I'm going to go back into this in a little bit. Excuse me. And because this is brand new, I just went out. As you can tell, this is brand new. It's going to take me 10 minutes to line this up. So that will be nice for him. I have been hanging out with Patricia, also better known here on YouTube as Nose to Toes, Patricia Gates, and a lady down the hall from me. She's been lovely. She invited both Nelson and I out for Thanksgiving dinner, because Canadian Thanksgiving is October. We just had it on the 13th it was. I love how this looks for people who are like now probably scared and like, oh my God, it's Halloween. Boo. This is the brightener. That's where I put the brightener, and then we'll do the other color. Which is really lovely of her. And she's like down the hall from me. So how convenient is that for all of us? Because I literally can walk down with wine. Oh, I feel like I'm like, oh, there's eyelash. Which has been great. And she's really lovely, but she's away this week too. So it's like everyone's gone. When it rains, it pours, right? And so that's all I know. That's the only people I know here in town. And Patricia and I will get together again pretty soon. She has like Wednesdays off or something generally. So we might, if not every week, it might be every other week kind of thing that we will get together. All right, so I'm not, like I said before, Maybelline's Age Rewind, Instant Age Rewind in the brightener where it's really light, and light where it's a little bit darker. And then I'm going to use a brush that Ramona gave me, which is, I have not used this other double-ended brush, but this is an It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7. Complexion Perfection. I love this side to blend out my concealers. It's been really, really, really good. So I try to do the right stuff and do all that first. But and it's funny how you open your mouth and you don't really need to. Like, why do we do that, huh? But no, it's been good. Just really quiet, just going to the gym. I was sick there for a while, so just before Nelson left, he gave me his cold, as I mentioned, so a little bit sick, but otherwise pretty good. But I know, oh yeah, and then if you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, you guys know that I was doing some background work, which was really awesome. I was able to get on Trailer Park Boys is filming out here in Halifax, and I was able to get on to 2 episodes, which was really nice, awesome. And they're great. Like, you know, as background, you're not supposed to talk to any of the actors or get in anyone's way, which is totally fine. Like, that's the last thing I want to do is get in anyone's way. But a lot of them are really, really nice. They come up to you and chat with you and stuff. Like, obviously, you can speak when spoken to kind of thing. But yeah, they were really, really, really nice. And the producer is a guy from Kids in the Hall. Or not producer, the director is the guy from Kids in the Hall. And I think that's so cool. My last one that I did was when I was looking at rings at the convenience store. You know, I'm looking for my engagement ring at the convenience store kind of thing. I mean, if you know the Trailer Park Boys, you know the ring's gonna be found. Not anyone, I wasn't with any of the Trailer Park Boys, but something bad happens and I'm in the middle of trying on $7 rings. But anyway, it was good. It was really, really good. The people there, like I said, are amazing. Makeup Forever Professional Paris. This is the Matte Velvet Skin in R230. Like I said, 230 is my color now, but it will change likely for summer to be like 260, which is just an ever so slightly different, like it'll be deeper color. I haven't used the black side. The black side is supposed to be really, really matte, But I find like I'll never see my, it's very high coverage. This a little less coverage. And I find I still want to see my freckles, even though you won't be able to see them because like right now, unless I was like super close, you probably wouldn't be able to see them until I was really close. But yeah, so I always use the side, and might as well just use the mirror for this, right? But it's quite lovely. It's definitely a higher coverage. And this is, like I said, the side that isn't necessarily the high coverage side. I'm trying to see if I can do half and half here so you can, pardon me. Oh, this, you know, when that colds just knock you out, right? Oh, and it was so awesome to have Ramona here visiting. Like, she was out for Canadian Thanksgiving. Like, her family, she's from Nova Scotia. And a lot of her sisters came out to, who don't necessarily live here, but they all met at her parents' place in Guysborough, Nova Scotia, which I know she had a blast. So that is really cool. I'm glad she was able to do that. It's always nice to do that. And then, of course, she graced us with her presence for a night, and she got to stay with us, and I loved it. And if you'd missed it, we did a live chat that ended up being almost 3 hours long. Like, but by the time, like, because she got up super early to fly out, but I mean, by the time we packed her up and got ready for bed, I think it was 1 a.m. And then I had everybody up at like, because everyone had to leave, you know, she had to go, and we were heading out to Cape Breton. And so we were all we were gonna drive. We drove Ramona to the airport so she could pick up her rental vehicle. And I mean, like, that was not a lot of sleep, but I know she was excited to get to see her family, and we were excited to go on a little mini road trip. It was our last little road trip before, like, you know, one that was overnight before Nelson left. So it was very nice. So this is like super full coverage. Like, I feel like a ghost. It doesn't help though that the light's really, really bright. And we'll warm it up with bronzer, new bronzer that I have not tried yet. So it'll be interesting. Now I'm going to go into the NYX HD Taupe. And I have a brush, this one here. And it's an odd one. It's a Real Techniques Point XL. It's, I don't know. It's got like, I don't know. I just thought it would be good, and I seem to like it pretty good. Ooh, it's a little heavy, Kim. Then again, I am being washed out right now from the bright skies. It's so nice out today. When I was filming my haul video, like my haul video with all the different things I hauled, which I actually filmed yesterday, I was sitting in front of the window here, and I mean, the storm was a brewing. It was like 90-kilometer-hour winds. There was rain pelting up against the wind. I literally got home from visiting with Patricia in time to like get in here and get cozy for the storm, because it was like, I mean, I'm from Vancouver Island. I'm used to storms, but my goodness, since being here, I mean, I've been through a hurricane and like some pretty great, crazy storms. I will say that much. And now we're going to go into that Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in Tawny. It's the first time I'm using this on my face, so I'm going to just be gentle at first and see how she does. Oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? I'm like trying to like diffuse the bronze. Well, I'm definitely warmed up now. Yeah, I put some warmth back in the face. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm just going to town now. I'm just like, oh, why not? Why not? Just do it, right? It's not bad. I mean, it looks bad when you like first go poof and you're like, whoa. But I just like, definitely just, and the brush, sorry, is another IT Cosmetics brush. They came in this pack that Ramona sent me. IT Cosmetics, it is the Wand Ball Powder. Number 8. I think it must be a QVC type dealy thing. I'm gonna say it might have been one of those for her. Like, I don't have QVC. Sorry, excuse my nose. On the wedding front, so I actually really like that bronzer. I really do. It just warmed up my face. I totally did. I'm gonna wrap it up a little bit right here. For the wedding. So I just today texted a family friend of mine that I've known pretty much since we were like 2 and 3, if he will be our MC. So that's pretty exciting. So it's going to be really casual. It's a 2-parter wedding. But Nelson and I are getting married in Scotland at Eileen Donan Castle in Scotland on August 11th, and it's just his parents and my parents and himself. So the idea is that we already got a bed and breakfast for all 6 of us to stay right like 2 minutes walk from the castle itself. We're all going to stay there a couple nights together. The wedding will be the 11th. We all will depart on the 12th. And then we're going to try to find another place. We can't get our tickets to the tattoo until they go on sale on December 2nd. So we're hoping to get tickets for the August 12th or 13th, sorry. So we're going to mosey on towards Edinburgh, and we're going to probably stay in a bed and breakfast outside. So like 30 minutes, 40 minutes train ride, no big deal, way cheaper. And then take a train into the city. Enjoy the city for a day, and then the tattoos in the evening, and maybe spend one more day in Edinburgh. My mom and dad are doing a river cruise before the wedding, meeting up with their friends, family friends, for a few days just before the wedding, and then down for the wedding, and then we're all over for the tattoo, and then they're not sure what they want to do. They might just drive around. My mom's mom is from Scotland. Before I go any further, ColourPop Fan Brush in F6 and the Mary Luminizer highlighter. So my mom's mom was from Scotland. She came over to Canada after the war, after she met my grandfather, and she came to Nova Scotia. Like, this is the hub. This is where everyone from that end of the world came to, because it was the Atlantic coast, right? And she took that boat all the way over from Scotland to Halifax by herself because my grandfather was still in the war. My grandmother was a nurse in the war, but was able to get discharged, I think, early enough that she could take a boat out here. She never met her new family. Her mother-in-law, father-in-law, and sister-in-law picked her up in Halifax. I mean, can you imagine? That's crazy. But that's what happened back in the day. Anyway, Scotland. So mom and dad might do my mom wants to go see where my grandma grew up. Like, my mom was out there when she was 9. That was the last time. I'm not gonna say how old she is, but she's my mom. I'm 41. So, anyway, I'm umming about. What I'm trying to say here is that they may go for a bit of a drive, and that kind of thing. And then his parents have got, they're not quite sure what they want to do yet, so they're going to do a lot of their trip after the wedding and the tattoo, and then they're going to do some stuff for themselves. I'm now using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rose Champagne Blush, and I use the heck out of this, and I go hard. Like, I really do go hard with this, and I have not hit pan, but I can see it. I can see the pan. I don't know if you guys can see the denting. There's a dent. Anyway, I use this hard. Very hard. It's like curling for my face. But I really do like it. I like it actually all year round. There's not actually a season I would say I wouldn't use it. Maybe less in the winter, heavy cold months, because it is I don't know. You can always do it as a blush topper. And this is a Real Techniques brush, and it's all rubbed off. It is the blush brush, but you can tell I love Real Techniques. It's also very accessible. Let's go back to the eyes. Oh yeah, I've got to do brows. Oh yeah. So the salon that I used to go to on Vancouver Island before I moved, they sold this, and I'm like, oh, I should try it. So it's called Fab Brows. Sorry again. There you go. Fab Brows. And inside of it's got a really decent mirror. It looks like a really small amount of product, and it is, visually it is. There is a dual-ended brush in here, which I'm not used. A huge mirror, but you don't need a lot of this product to go very far. So I ended up just sort of dabbing between the light and the dark and the light and the dark. And I'm not into these Instagram eyebrow things that everyone's doing, and I would look like Groucho Marx is what I would look like, right? In my opinion. All right, so we're gonna do that. Filling it in. I have very sparse brows, and it's like they just don't want to grow anymore. I'm old, And they're not like, once in a while I see a little kind of, I've got no gray hairs on my head yet. Like even when I get my hair color, I'm like, so any grays? And I'm like, no, I really want you to tell me, do I? And they're like, no. But every once in a while I'll get like one little gray hair in my eyebrow. But for the most part, I just feel like the hair is just sort of slowed down growth. And I mean, it's that, you know, I'm getting older. So 41, I think I'm getting like hot flashes lately too. Like, I don't even know how old or how young it is for premenopausal, but I'm like, some days I will literally be sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like so warm, like I'm dying. And it'll be just like snap of a finger. So I'm like, holy crap. I mean, I've never experienced that before, but whatever, it is what it is. Love this. And I don't even think I'm going to get through this before I need to repurchase it. So hopefully I can get it again at that salon when I get back to Vancouver Island. Oh, I know what I want to do. Before I go to the bottom part of my eyelashes, I want to use the Milani's. Now, the only problem with this is I love its creaminess. It goes on and glides on my inner lid. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I have hooded eyes. So putting by putting liner on the top, like I can tight line, but I just really do the waterline, my upper waterline, because if I put that, I can't get a thin enough. What am I trying to say? If I put this on my upper lid, I will literally take over half of the space I have to show you color. So I kind of just tight line underneath the lashes in that like fleshy colored area. And then you do that on the other side. Oh, sorry. Probably don't want to watch this, but some people get icked out. I'm going to stop talking while I do this. And I do find that, but although I love the fact that it glides on very easily, because I have a MAC one that is really, it doesn't glide on that easily. I had to warm it up on my hand, and I still don't feel like it takes forever for me to get it to work in that area. I just put it in that Milani product in. But the Milani product, because it is so creamy, even, you know, it's supposed to be water resistant. I do get transfer on the bottom, but I have really, watery eyes anyway. And like I said earlier on in this video, I have a bit of allergies, just how it is. Okay, so before we go into the lips and that, we're going to finish with the eyes. I'm actually going to, I'm going to put a little bit more of this glitter on, just to heighten it up, bring it. And I think what I'm going to do is get it on my pinky, go right into the inner corner, pinky, right into the inner corner, and then wiping on my pants. Don't do that at home. What am I going to do? I am going to, I'm going to take the color we first started off with in my transition right here. And I'm just going to dust this along my eyes, like so, very lightly, very lightly. It might even been too much, but that's okay. We'll work on it. And again, why does my mouth have to be open? Because it's me and I like to talk. I'm gonna just take the, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do the darker shade that we use to darken up like this one right here. Just tiny little bit, but put it on the outside only. And like connect it up. My eyes are watering and I can even tell because, especially my right eye, because just where it's like some of my shadow was like removed just from like tearing up. I'm verklempt. I'm feeling verklempt. All right, and then what I'm going to do is take that color we used down here. Oops, sorry, take that color that we used down here. And I'm going to do that right on the front, connecting it to the inner corner. That is really hard not to open my mouth. All right. And then what we're going to do is we are going to get mascara. It's cooled off a little bit. Pray for me because this is always the part that I mess up. I put a little bit of mascara on the bottom. This is not an everyday look for me. I don't do the mascara on the bottom lashes hardly at all. In fact, I've been only doing it for videos lately. See, I've already got, this is real time, folks, real time. It's a bit, it looks a little bit clumpy over here. Do I have anything? Let's see, is this clean? None of these is clean. We'll see what we can do. Just sort of wipe it off a little bit. We'll get that later. Okay, so that's the eyes completed. You could put lashes on. I will curl them one more time. I'll do that now. I'll curl them one more time. I like to do that for good measure. So I'll do my makeup, and then I will do everything. I'll look at my makeup, my face makeup, and then right before I leave, might be 20 minutes, I might get changed. And then right before I leave to go wherever, or before I film, I will curl my lashes one last time. And it kind of gives that, like look at the difference. It's maybe not the best for your lashes, but I mean, I've been able to do it over the years, so that's how I do it. And it's, I mean, false lashes are great. Like, look at how much fluffier those became. So that's the eyes done. So now let's do the lips. Ooh, this is my first time using these. I'm so excited. So again, that was the Nude, Huda Beauty Nude Medium Palette. Ooh, I'm so excited. All right. Lip Cheat Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury. I could see why it's a lip cheat, because it's like almost the same color my lips. I'm kind of over drawing my lips a little bit. Not that I need to, but just to see. Because everyone talks about this, about how they use it to overdraw their lips. I'm like, even though I don't need to overdraw my lips, I'm going to anyway. Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Matte Revolution color, I think, or formula. It's so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. All right, and to top that all off, we're gonna do Dolly by Buxom in the lip, it is the lip cream. Yes, the lip cream, not the plumping or the other one. All right, and that, my friends, is it. That's another long video. I'm sorry you had to endure that. But thanks very much for watching. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. I don't normally say that, but as my channel is mostly wax, I wanted to, this is another passion of mine. I just want to see if it wouldn't be a regular thing, but it'd be something every once in a while. I have the gold palette from Natasha and Nona that I love and I've worn, and you guys have really expressed interest in it. So I could always do Get Ready With Me with that as well. So that is it. This is the face, the not fresh face anymore. It's more than fresh. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.